It's 7 o'clock
on the dot.
I hit the dot.
She hit the dot.
Look, and I had to do it without my glasses because you know I can't move around.
And she had the tinkle. Oh, right, because the
yes, the move around is fierce. The move around is fierce.
Hey y'all! Oh, let's get ready.
Let's get ready. Get ready. Let's see who you are in here.
In here.
Let me get in here with you. Are you red?
I'm red.
Oh,
and I'm in.
You in?
My mama in. Ron is in.
Oh, they are just
our two faves.
I swear, they are just always.
Y'all are two faves.
Always.
Hey, mommy.
I swear.
Hey, Ron.
Now it's my turn to get in here.
Yeah, now she gotta get in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Hey, Ma, how you feeling today? How's your health? I know this time of the year is always up and down for you.
Just getting over something. Hey, Amy.
Sure enough. I know this is that.
She at the laundromat? Oh, no.
Amy's at the laundromat?
Yeah.
Are you working?
Hey.
Are you painting it?
Hey, Parker Lewis, can't lose.
Is she?
Oh, yeah. Are
is
you
she painting?
Because I was thinking you was actually doing laundry. I wasn't thinking she might be painting.
She's painting the town red.
Are you painting
Hi,
it?
baby.
Parker Lewis can't lose.
We are... Okay, I'm in here. All right, sweet.
Yay.
Yay. Ooh. I do that all the time.
And she loud. Hey, yo.
Okay, here we go.
It's cold.
All right, sweet. So,
it's cold.
did she answer? I'm sorry, I'm behind. Is Amy painting or
no,
is
she
actually...
said no washer at the house.
You're actually doing laundry this time. Well, congratulations on all of your artwork. I have been seeing you painting the town red. And do you know these people at these establishments? Like, how do you even get...
hey, Uncle Charles.
How are you even able to get to paint these things? That's so amazing, guys. Amy, our follower, is an artist. I was going to say a painter.
Hey, Vanna.
But she has been painting. She did, it used to be called Zoop, but it's now called Z Eats.
Right.
Right. And she did another, what was that other, was it the library? What was it else she did? I know you painted something. So chime on in. Let us know where you are, where you're going to be, all of that jazz. It is so cool.
Thank you.
Uncle Charles.
We take your blessing.
Thank you. Hey, Vetta. And Mom is just okay. She'll be fine. Oh, I got you. I know this time of the year for you is always, up and down, voice in and out, and all of that. So I hope that you are well, and I love you, and I mean it. So I am back. Let's get started. How about that?
Okay. So what you want to get started?
Let's get started. They know who we are. We kind of just started talking to our folks.
Okay.
But for the purposes of our new followers and the folks that are going to catch us on the replay,
we swear we got replays. It's people that catch us on the replays. We'll be the same people who we already know.
We are. But, we'll need to introduce ourselves because on YouTube, all of our channels, when we go all around this world, they need to know who we are.
And they're going to go back and watch all 41. This will be episode 41 of our episodes. I am Rhonda.
I am Makita.
And we are
Fuchsia Intelligence.
Why?
Because Pinky and the Brain was already taken.
And we ain't want no smoke.
None of that smoke, right? So, I am back in the city. Since I saw you guys last, I jetted on a plane and headed on out to Jersey. I spent some time with my baby. We were expecting, anticipating, or hopeful. Yes. We're trying to get his cleats dirty. We want him to come off of, they're trying to elevate his status off of injury reserve so that he can actually get some playing time in. So, but it's always a joy to see him. I went to the game. It was not as cold as it was, or as it could have been or has been. So thank God the sun was out. Traveling mercies, all of that, and blessings. So Amy said she painted a business in East Dearborn. Oh, people would stop and ask her. Okay. And she paints Galata Turkish sweets. Okay. And that's in Dearborn probably as well. Okay. And she put your Instagram on there. And, okay. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. That is so cool. That is so cool. I think that's super exciting. So, yes, when you guys are visiting these establishments, when you see the snowflakes on the window, the cute little artwork, that is what Amy is all about. So think about Amy out there freezing her buns off while you guys are inside. You know, right? Because my goodness,
she's tiny. So, yes. She's tiny.
And the ladder, I just can't even picture her doing that. I would just sit there and just watch you with a cup of cocoa. Honestly, that would be so dope.
Oh, I had some hot chocolate. I've been drinking my hot chocolate. Oh,
yes.
So good. I love this time of year. Nestle's. I don't really like Nestle's. I don't like mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms in my hot chocolate.
Who does?
I don't like
y'all like
marshmallows.
You don't?
Either my hot chocolate. No.
Okay. What about the peppermint kind? Peppermint. Oh, just straight chocolate.
Just straight chocolate. 2 packets in my
dark chocolate.
Just whatever milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate. Okay.
They make a dark chocolate.
They do. They do.
I mean, I wouldn't want any.
They do. So, anywho, guys, again, for our new followers and the folks that are going to catch us on the replay, we have a portion of the show called Good Grief. We kind of check in with each other's mental status, and I'm sorry because I'm laughing at the post. Yeah. Some folks out here just thinking that women are just batshit nutty, and we just pick cuckoo or pick a day to be cuckoo, and we like to just spread it around. Some
people make us this way.
Some folks, well, no one can really make you.
They can make you crazy.
You think so? Really?
Think about how many times your kids made you crazy. Your kids have made you crazy at least once.
Well, I guess you kind of do lose yourself.
Yeah, you lose your mind.
But they can't make you. That's where you have to really be in control, self-regulatory. Always. That's why I really, really pride myself on give it that 90 seconds because don't you let them do it to you. Don't you let them do it to you. Anywho, my good grief, my goodness, I spent the bulk portion of this morning trying to get an appointment rescheduled. I have an MRI coming up, and I am supposed to be, it was on the 14th or something, but I'm supposed to be working. And so I was trying not to double dip and whatever. So I was trying to get it rescheduled. This woman was giving me the business on the phone. Your insurance haven't been approved, you this and that. But my insurance doesn't have anything to do with scheduling. Absolutely nothing to do with scheduling. And I went through all of that rigmarole, and I said, you know what? I had to give it 90 seconds. I told her, I'm going to talk to you later. I'm going to call back. Maybe it's
mama
me.
Said they can drive you crazy.
Oh, Lord, kids.
Not me. I was a good kid, but she understands the craziness.
Oh, okay. I just kind of moved.
I was an angel.
Because I ain't want the lightning.
Whatever, I was an angel. I was a good, everybody's parents wanted me to come to their house so their kid could be like me. Yep.
Yeah, those are things that we tell ourselves to make sure that you keep it listed. So anywho, I did get someone else on the line, and I was able to get my appointment rescheduled to the 20th, further out, all of this and that. And then I got confirmation from my job that I don't even work that day. I worked the day before. I worked the day before, so I didn't even have to reschedule it all. Good doggone grief. And of course, I called back trying to get the appointment back, and
it's gone. They snapped it up. You know, I think since COVID, the doctor's appointments have gotten really ridiculous. It never used to be. It never used to be this hard.
Well, sometimes those specialty appointments.
For specialties, I get it because they only work, so many days or what have you. But just like for a regular appointment, to have to wait 6 months to get a general appointment, like really?
Yeah. A lot of the doctors have retired as well, so you got to keep that in mind too.
Yeah.
So what you got for good grief?
Same thing.
We need to play appointment in the lottery.
Trying to make is there an appointment? Somebody, Ron, look up appointment.
What does appointment play for?
Between Ron and Parker Lewis.
Yeah, what does lottery play for?
Yeah, but
You had to reschedule too?
No, well, they want to reschedule.
Oh, but you
just
trying
it has been bad to get an appointment. Yes, but it's ridiculous. So I have my dentist is open on Saturdays, once a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's a blessing in disguise, just in itself, that you have a place open on a Saturday.
And you also
but
work
once a month.
Once a month.
Right. So I get Saturdays off typically. Now I do anyway. Mm-hmm. So I went for my appointment to get a crown done. They didn't do something right because I can feel this tooth and it's so annoying. And for those of you who know that we've been, talking about, I have lack implants in my cheeks. So I can only open up my mouth so far. So going to the dentist is not a good time. Like, nobody likes going to the dentist. But I really hate going to the dentist because of the issue with my mouth. Every time I go, I get the same thing. Well, your mouth is so small. I'm like, I know. They're like, can you open it a little wider? This is wide as I can go. This is it. And so so they could, for whatever happened, they didn't do it right. I was supposed to go next week to get the permanent put in, but they was like, oh, we need to redo the temporary. I'm like, yeah, you do, because if the permanent is going to be like this, it's not going to work, because I can feel it. It's not.
Your mother said that you were and still are a good child.
Thank you, Mommy. See, I told you. That's why I used to stay at your house for so long. I used to stay at your house for like 3-4 weeks. Cause I was a good kid. I ain't caused no problems. All parents love me.
How am I doing?
What? I was a good kid.
Okay.
They don't know I did nothing bad.
I don't have an argument in me.
I ain't get caught.
I don't have an argument in me. So
I'm going. We'll
digress because the last week we got off into our personal little tangent. We did not get a chance to get to the topic. And spoiled.
Well, yeah, right? I know I'm spoiled, but still,
spoiled is good.
It's good. I was still good. I was so good. That's why I got spoiled.
Ding. So, anywho, we are going to dive right into today's topic,
y'all
guys.
Chime on in.
Because we got off into food. I guess food was totally
gone ham on the literally on that Thanksgiving.
Talking about food. So we have a bit of a controversial little topic here. So we need your input. Again, guys, the topics that we come across are based on daily conversations that we just have with friends, foes, and the like. You were saved by your dad.
He talking about him. He's talking about him, Uncle Daddy.
She knew how to act away from home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Uncle Charles has to be at Uncle Charles' house all the time too. I was never at home.
Anyhow, guys, so today's topic, we are covering dating while separated. So, married folks, you're legally married, all of this jazz, and you guys decide to go through a separation for whatever reasons. And so during that period of separation, we are, finding that folks are dating, or, we want to get your input, talk about while you're separated, should you divorce, or what things you should consider while you're going through the separation and you're dating. Right? Mm-hmm. Did I say that right? Because we're trying to be meticulous with my words, because it is a sensitive subject. So, in saying all of that, we must also preface, we are not professionals. We're not licensed in giving out professional advice.
We are only professional Googlers.
We are professional figure-it-outers, right? So we are, and she ain't mad at her husband. She ain't thinking about, all of that jazz. So with all of that out of the way, we were talking about the different types of separation, the legal separation, the break. It was 3 different kinds of separation. I don't even remember. It's when you are married, and you're taking a moment apart. So the legal separation is when you went downtown or where your registry is or whatever, and you filed a form with your attorneys. You guys have made an agreement to operate separately for whatever period of time or whatever the agreement is. There's a legal arrangement. So outside of that, you guys are just pissy mad or, just not really... You guys are not, I have to do it every time.
Whatever.
You guys are just not seeming to get along. And so you are thinking about taking some time apart during that time. Is it healthy to, not healthy because that's suggestive.
Mm-hmm.
Is it, what things should we be considering while we're dating? Or if we are considering dating, what things to look out for? Since we were speaking about the legal separation, it is not considered illegal. Like, it is not illegal to date while you are married. It is not against the law. So there are no jail time ramifications, nothing like that. Hey, Broham. There are no legal ramifications when it comes to dating while you are married. However,
it can cost you some money later on down the line, because it can be considered as adultery if you don't have that legal separation. So if you just say, we're not going to be together, and don't have any papers or anything filed, that can be considered adultery. And then if you do decide to file for divorce, that can cost you. It can be used against you because it can cost you more in alimony because you were dating and y'all didn't have a legal separation, or can cause you to lose your kids in the custody battle because the other person that you with comes into play at that point of how they are and their personalities, and it's just a whole thing. So it's best to do it the legal way. If you can, but it depends on what state you in, apparently, because all states don't recognize separation as a legal form of a legal form. Period.
Yes, and Parker is advising that in Michigan, adultery is indeed considered illegal as well.
So it depends on where you are.
It depends on the state. Your mom is saying if it's a legal separation, then maybe. But you shouldn't play with someone else's heart if you're not sure if you are going back home.
Mm-hmm. And that's the part of the separation. So if we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that because it's different ways to be separated. Because every separation doesn't mean that it's going to lead to a divorce. Sometimes you just need a break.
This is true. But folks do use that as a caveat or an excuse or a pass to be promiscuous.
Mm-hmm.
That is we weren't together, or this when we were on our breakup, or when we,
it was Ross and Rachel.
We were on a break. Yes, we were on a break. And so, any physical connection with another human being is going to cause some exchange of emotion. I mean, it just is. Oh, thank you, my brother. Was I on vacation?
I mean, you was gone. You wasn't home.
Well,
so,
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess it can seem like a vacation.
But yeah, it's
So yes,
it's that kind of muddies the water a bit, because people they just wanna. That's an excuse to like. We separated? Oh, okay. That means I can go out and do this, that, and the other. But that's not really what the separation is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be you taking that time to see what you want to do. Now, it again depends on the type of separation. So if there's still love there for that person, then that might be what you want to do. Sometimes people separate and then date each other to get back that love that they once had. So that's the good kind of separation. That's the kind that you want, that they just really love each other, but they just need a break because maybe finances or something not right, or
it
just
costs
something.
more money to be separated.
Exactly. It just maybe it's just because most people when they separate, they still be in the same house.
Yeah. Uncle Charles is saying, explain what is adultery. So I'm looking that up really quickly for you. Adultery is defined as a voluntary sexual activity between a married person and someone other than their spouse. So, putting it plain and simple, it's cheating on your husband or your wife. So that is the legal.
The Bible said that's wrong.
So that's adultery. That is the definition of adultery. So yes, it is definitely an excuse. It is. Maybe the right question should be, what is dating? Because that's where the lines or the misunderstanding comes in of dating.
Because you could date and not be sexually active with that person because you are technically still married. So, but you're just,
So that's what
kind of getting an idea of what life would be like without your partner.
So that's the thing. I think the waters get a bit muddy the definition of dating. So dating is a stage of a romantic relationship where two people regularly spend time together, usually with the intention of evaluating each other as a potential partner. So if you're dating to evaluate them as a potential partner, you already have a partner. Like, we just can make it just plain. That is adultery. So if you're,
it's adultery if you.
So the physical.
If you're sleeping with someone.
So
but then there's so that's a whole topic for.
I was going to say
show.
because
it's emotional because you have an emotional cheating.
It's the physical.
Because sometimes emotional cheating can be more intimate than the physical cheating.
And that's what your mom is saying. So if you don't have sex and just talking with someone, then you are not cheating. So that is where it gets gray. So that's why I wanted to break down the definition of dating. Because when we say dating, that's going out together, planning dates, you're going on outings, you're being seen out together frequently. You're meeting each other's friends and family.
But back to what my mom said, because that emotional connection, sometimes that emotional connection is better. Because sex is just sex sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It could just be, think about when you was younger. You just, used to date or whatever. It was just you, maybe, you was out there doing a little something. You ain't really, you wasn't catching feelings. But if you have intimate conversations with someone, like telling them about your hopes and dreams and desires, and you start to build a connection with that person, that can be more intimate. For me, a conversation goes a long way. So a conversation can be way more intimate than actual physical touch. Because you're getting into the deep and the deepness of that person.
So she wants to know, are you cheating? I guess is the question.
Yeah. Because at that point, because you're supposed to have that emotional connection with your husband. But if you're separated and you have that and it's a legal separation, it's the same thing. But if we're talking about something different. So that would be if you was, have an emotional connection, you're still together and you're not separated. So yes, then it would be considered cheating. But if you're separated, in technical sense, and both of you guys have an understanding that both of you are separated, because it can't be one think y'all separated, the other person think y'all working on something, and then they out there doing whatever they doing with, we were separated.
So it's
so
both
it has to be
them,
an understanding that both of them know.
So you can't have a male friend. You can indeed have a male friend. It's the mindset and the intentions that are set behind it. That's really all it comes down to. It's the intentions and the mindset. So generally dating is to get to know someone. You're trying to build a bond with this person. You're trying to evaluate them as a potential partner. So it's difficult to just talk to someone. So when you're just talking, what are we talking about? What is the purpose of us talking.
Right.
Like that's someone to. Can a male have a female friend?
Yep. My husband has a female friend, but here's the thing, and I have a male friend. I have Kevin, and I have been friends not as long as me and Key, but almost as long as me and Key. But I don't talk to him about my marriage. We only talk about like our kids and like work, because he worked at the same place I do. So we talk about work maybe, or just random stuff. But I don't talk to him about my marriage. That's, to me, my marriage is a sacred thing. I don't talk to him about that. And same as Ralph with his female friend. He has a female friend, and they don't. She comes over. Kevin has come over. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a jealousy type thing of their relationship, because it's not like they talk every single day. Now, that's the difference. Now, if you talking to this person every single day, I'm going to have a problem with that, because that's, no. You're not doing that.
Oh, so every other day, but not every day.
But they don't talk that often, you know what I'm saying? Even you and I are best friends. I don't talk to you every single day. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a matter of, I don't talk to Kevin every day. I maybe talk to Kevin probably once every 3 to 4 months. Or send it to, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a everyday type thing, but I know if I need something, he's there.
So, Ma, you can indeed have a male friend. Again, it comes down to the mindset and the intentions. It is definitely possible for a man and a woman to be friends. It is possible. The caveat, again, we're talking about married people. So generally the mindset of a married person is different than a single person. So your single friend has to respect that line or that boundary. And it just gets gray and muddy. And so I just personally don't think that folks married should be dating, or let's just say they definitely should not be having sex, because people have different definitions of what dating is, what the intentions are, all of that. So I just do not believe that happened, because what are some of the complications that can come along with dating while you are married? That's
and having sex, because that's putting a whole nother spin on it.
That's what
now you endangering people, because there's sexual diseases out there. Condoms ain't 100%. You can get somebody pregnant. You just messing with. You know what I'm saying? You just start opening up a can of worms you don't need to be opening.
And legs.
Right. Talking about we was on a break. I got chlamydia.
So I guess it's all because only the people that are going through the separation know what their mindset is. Like they know that this ain't gonna work. It's probably financial. It's probably, we just trying to wrap up loose ends, and then so both of them know that this marriage is over. It's just that person that comes into the fold with, you just don't know.
That might be another topic, because sometimes both of them don't know that the marriage is over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Somebody might love the other person more than they want to fight. I want to fight, and the other person is
always
like,
that chance.
I'm all cried out. I don't want to fight no more.
It's always that chance. You're always taking that chance. So I just would like to know what the conversation is with the married person to the person they're dating. Like what? Hey, LaWan. What is that conversation? Like, I'm married and I'm getting ready to approach somebody. And
chime in. How y'all feel about it?
I'm mad. I'm not mad, or I'm going through a separation with my wife. I just want to kick it with you for a minute. I just want to talk. I just want to talk to you for a minute. I just need somebody to, talk to.
That'd be a turn off for me.
I just need somebody to talk to for a minute while I'm thinking about what I want to do with my wife, and I might go back home.
My mom said sometimes a male can give you better advice as to why your husband acts the way he does.
Oh, so you talking about your marriage with him? That's the thing. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, I don't. No.
Well, if he's just a friend, he's supposed to be understanding and patient and give you sound advice about your husband. This is what your mama's saying. Because the man would know how to handle your man. He will give you male perspective advice that could help you with your husband. That's what she's saying. And that's what Uncle Charles is saying.
He, the pastor.
The pastor saying that's right. A man can give you, but every man is not the same.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't, because I know my husband.
Because this man gonna tell you, go in there, and what he really wants is for you to come in there with your lace on and your high heels.
Yeah, and that's not him.
His love language is pizza.
Right. Right. They only can give you what their perspective is, not what they. And you know your husband, so it's not going to be the same. So,
That is so difficult. I just would love to know what that conversation is. Hey, Mina. This Denise baby.
Hey.
You were thinking it was niece. You were thinking it was my niece. It's cousin Mina. So, right. So yeah, it's just. I just would love to know. So Mina, you are coming in. We are having a discussion about married folks dating while they are separated. So we're trying to see what your opinion is in that realm.
Uncle Charles, as a pastor, what you see? What people come in and say? Because you have to. Do you counsel people who are thinking about separating? And what does that look like? Yeah.
So the complications, again, we were talking about could be it's a slippery slope talking on the DL.
It is. Because it really is an excuse to just, try something different.
So, but then you try something different, and you feel like, oh, this is
better. The grass greener on the other side. Be like, oh,
or opposite, and be like, oh no, this ain't what I want. I like my wife's tatas better. Can't live without them tatas. No, they are answering your question about what's going on with you.
What?
Yeah. Okay. So, we were talking about.
I see what you're saying. You're saying that the guy would be saying, I don't know. Hey, Lakeisha. That's my coworker.
Questions about what's going on with you. They would be answering questions about what's going on with you. So that's what she's saying. She would just be talking. She would be talking to them, and so the man is just answering questions.
Okay.
So maybe answering from a male's perspective. If a woman asks a man that. Maybe.
Okay, yeah. So Lakeisha, we talking about dating while separated.
Yes. We are covering the complications that may arise. The male friend, that's what she was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Definitely the pregnancy. That is the biggest and number one that is the problem. With another child, because that is a lot to ask your wife. If you do indeed decide to go back to your wife, to take care of your mistress's child.
Right. Because that's 18 years.
That's a long, that is a big problem that can come up. And then you have the emotional well-being of your partner. Each of you, I guess the longer you're away, the further apart you can be. So it's difficult. It's a slippery slope. Where do you have the
Yeah, I have a list. It's 13 tips for dating while separated.
Gotcha.
So these are some tips if y'all gonna take that road to date. So understand timing. So most divorce attorneys tell you to get a legal separation before you start dating, like I said, because it can be considered adultery and that can cost you money in your pockets. So you want to make sure that you, whatever it is for your state, you follow whatever they recommend. Make sure you have a separation agreement. What Uncle Charles say?
He does have conversations with couples. He listens to both sides before he says anything. He finds that they are not listening to each other, and when they understand that, then they are better.
I think that's most of the time people just aren't, because people want to get their point across and want to feel heard, but you're not willing to listen.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. So I said make sure you have a separation agreement. If you begin dating before you're legally separated, make sure you have a separation agreement in place with your ex. At this time, everything is still informal, and the martial law property may still apply. Yeah, martial law.
So the separation agreement, that's the legal separation.
Yeah. And then your agreement should document details like handling bills, on whether you continue to have joint accounts, custody arrangements with the children, and living arrangements.
Yes, that is definitely a conversation that you should have with your spouse. Make sure that you both are on the same page when it comes to the terms of the separation. Like, if you guys are going to do this, be like, make sure that you both feel that the marriage has run its course. You guys, may not be just you want to be on the same page with what the expectations are. Like, are we trying to reconcile, or are we trying to just graciously sever this thing? So that's what the understanding should be. Hey, Marissa.
Hey, Marissa. Thank you. I got my pizza kit. What Amy saying?
She dated while legally separated. She left her husband when she lived in Los Angeles, and she moved home. They both started dating other people, and they both knew that it was over after 21 years together. The guy she started dating was hold on.
Right,
started dating was separated too. Okay, so you guys went through your divorce together. I never had kids, so it was cut and dry. It did take balls to leave a guy after 21 years, and she is still with the guy that she separated with. Okay, that you were talking to when you were separated with, and that's been 10 years now. Well, congratulations on that. I understand that there's some congrats coming up, too, for that. So, Mom says having a baby adds to the mix and totally different. It's a totally different conversation.
Hey, Charmaine.
Hey, Char. Love you, boo. So, yes, make sure that you guys are, yikes. Ooh.
What?
They went through their divorce together. That's a tough one.
Well, find out all the nitty gritty, that's for sure.
After 21 years, Lord have mercy. Because you would think after that, you'd just be like, hey, Hank, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just gonna ride this thing out, but then it does indeed take, it is to start over after that. My goodness. So, hey, babe. So what else you got?
Consider rebuilding a relationship with yourself. That's very important, because you lose yourself in the marriage. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got kids, because you were a wife, you were a mom, but who are you? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, prides yourself on being the best mom or being the best wife, but how are you priding yourself on being the best you?
Yeah, so definitely get to know yourself is what you're saying before you start dating. Have a relationship with yourself before you connect with someone else.
Because it's grief in that. It's a loss.
It absolutely
is a loss.
It is a loss.
That's especially if you was together 21 years. If you was together for a long time, then that's definitely a loss, and then you lose some of yourself. So
and if you're considered one, because you're supposed to be considered one, you guys mesh. So once it's the ripping of the tie
and discovering what your passions and stuff are, because what you probably was doing stuff that he liked to do, and then thought that was something that you like to do because you're so used to doing it with that person. Yeah. Then you turn out and be like, you know what? I don't really like it.
I'm not doing that no more.
I don't really like it. I don't have to do it no more. I was only doing it to pacify him, so then I just started just getting used to it. Yeah. And you became accustomed to it, like drinking beer. Like, you don't like beer. It's an acquired taste. Yes. And then you just start going fishing because the person like going fishing, but then you realize you don't really like going fishing.
Well, we're all getting married for the wrong reasons these days anyway. And so that is why, that's another topic for another show. But
there we go.
It's about, it's a partnership, and so each individual goal has to die. You guys are trying to figure out what your common goal is that's more important than I guess that's what it is. You feel like you lose yourself. You know, I've been there, done that, been divorced, and so I didn't do the separation thing. It wasn't no. No need. No pause for the cause.
I ain't gotta think about it.
No, there was no separation. There was no. I won't say problem, but when you have children, I guess there is some type of waiting period when you file for divorce, and so I guess they're giving you time to
work it out because there's children involved,
and they want to give you the opportunity, and so I guess that is what that whole deal is. But that was not considered a separation. That was considered a legal technicality. It was over. There was no. We didn't discuss getting back together. There was no.
Well, it says be honest from the start. Be honest with yourself, your current partner, and any potential new partners from the start. Reflect on whether you are struggling with residual relationship anxiety, betrayal, trauma from if it's an abusive relationship, fear of intimacy or rejection, or commitment issues from your marriage.
Yeah, that's
a lot of reasons why people leave. It ain't just because somebody slept with somebody.
This is true. This is true. This when you telling that next person, hey, I still love my wife. I'm going back home. I just need you here to do a few things for me while I.
No.
Mama said she got divorce papers and she didn't even know she was separated. Huh?
Yeah, he just sent her divorce papers.
What? Oh, let me say one thing. Me and my ex-husband are better friends now. We see the mistakes we made. Amen to that. And you know that is something. I am better friends with all of my exes. I don't have, there's no beef. We're better off friends for sure. Well, except David, of course. The rest is so. Yeah, that is true, Amy. You understand your mistakes, you move on. I just would not want to add anyone else into the mix. While I'm trying to figure it out, it's just not fair to them, especially a woman, because we are emotional. We are emotional. Men can compartmentalize. We are just not as good at compartmentalizing things. We are. We live off of our emotions. We make decisions emotionally, and so. It is just difficult. It's more, I think it would be easier for a man to be like, hey, you knew what it was.
Right.
You know I was married.
Right. Well, that's why I said set rules.
Okay,
so
what's the rules?
Set rules. Set a healthy boundary for relationships for yourself when it comes to dating. Think about what's non-negotiable when it comes to meeting someone new. Ideally, you should identify these rules before you jump back into dating. This increases the chances of your needs are met appropriately.
Women make decisions emotionally. Is he repeating what I said?
Oh, he repeating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did indeed say that. We do. Women make decisions emotionally. We absolutely do, and so that is just our makeup. It's the XY chromosome. You know, we got 2, and they have 1 of each. Is that what it is, or is that they have 2 and we have 1 of each?
Whatever it is, we emotional. Science is a long time ago.
Yeah, I think
biology.
Oh my goodness! It's the women have the XY and the men have the XX, right? Or is it the? Oh my God!
All I know is IP sitting down.
Some men do too.
And I have tatas.
Oh my God!
Some men do too.
Some men do too. So, yes, and it's not. Men make decisions emotionally as well. However, they mask it in ego and other things. So we can go over that in a whole nother topic. But yes, men are more. Or they're, and it's easier for a man to mask their emotions.
Some men.
They are, bred to be
strong. Boys don't cry.
Yeah, boys don't cry. We don't, so all of that. It's easy to just cut and, chase. So.
It says communicate clearly. We get it. They really want you to communicate. Don't do anything you wouldn't want to tell a judge. Until your divorce is finalized, the actions you made during your separation can be used against you. Make sure for the next few months or however long you separated for, because people be separated for years.
They do.
You should assume that the court will clearly
that's
examine everything you do. Exactly. That's usually money.
What is that all about? What is that all about? Years. I get so. Amy, were you guys separated for years? And then
how long does it take for a divorce to go through? Like the average divorce is what, a year?
You mean how long it takes to get divorced?
Yeah, how long does it take for you to get divorced?
I don't think it takes a year.
Okay.
It's not a year. It's like, especially if you don't have kids. When you don't have kids, both of y'all sign the paper. You go down there and schedule a date, and it's a wrap.
Okay.
It don't take.
So it only take a long time.
It's just a matter of the court dates, like the how full the courts are, on how soon you will get a date.
Since COVID, they probably take about 3 years.
No, no, they're actually faster, and they're doing it on Zoom.
That's right. Yeah,
you can get a Zoom. You can get divorced on Zoom.
Oh, that's crazy. And their number 8 is know the risk of pregnancy.
Right, getting somebody pregnant. She's with someone that had a child, something I never wanted. It was not easy walking into a relationship with a teenager in the mix. Yikes. Yeah, teenagers are, whoa.
Teenagers are not easy.
Teenagers are, this generation, my goodness. I know I be speaking Spanish. It's the instant. That's what it is. It's that instant mindset.
They want
it's
everything
the AI
right
gratification, the expectations of
and the sense of entitlement.
That's what that is. That's what that is. So, what else you got?
Seek social support.
That's therapy.
Therapy. Go to your pastor. Join groups. Group therapy.
With your mate or
no? Well, they're saying if you're planning on being together, then yes. If the goal is at the end of the separation for us to come together, and that's the conversation, then yes, you should seek therapy to find out, what went wrong. What is it that y'all need to do to make it better, so that you're not back in this situation.
Oh, so Amy says she got a plane ticket home. Mom says some people stay separated to keep from committing to someone else, like the new person that they're dating. So you can be like, I can't because I'm married. So, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. My goodness, I don't understand that long term. That was the date of legal separation. We went through legal zone, no lawyers.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I got you. See, legal. Man, both of y'all agree. You signed them papers. All you gotta do is file them. It does not take long.
It don't help that she went from one side of the world to the other either.
Yeah,
California to Michigan.
That did help.
Is distance.
That does help.
You was truly separated.
Legit.
She said, I took a plane ride home.
I was on the first thing smoking. I left his ass. No, I kid. Kudos to you. What else?
Be civil with your ex. As much as possible, strive to have a civil ending interactions so that you can have as many of them as you can have. Keep the interactions brief, but try to avoid being snarky.
Why do you have to interact with them at all if you don't have children?
I mean, if you don't have, again, it depends on the type of separation. So if the idea is for you to eventually come back together, then you still need to talk. But you're right.
I guess maybe that's what it is. My mind is just on this separation. To me, does not make sense at all.
Well, sometimes you need to take a break.
I guess it's kind of like being in the Empire State Building. I heard the statement it's easy access when you have. like when you're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower, right, or the Empire State Building. You don't see how beautiful it is because you're right in front of it. So you have to take a step back. You have to move yourself away from it.
You gotta appreciate it because sometimes when you've been together for so long, you lose the appreciation of having that other person because it's there. You feel entitled to whatever it is that they're bringing to the table because it's been there for so long. You don't remember what it was like to not have it. So when you separate it and you miss it, then you be like, wait a minute. Be like, why I ain't had no breakfast in 3 days? Like, oh, she used to cook breakfast, didn't she? Like, oh, how come, my laundry ain't been done in 2 weeks? Oh, she used to do all the laundry. You know what I'm saying? It's like you took for granted those things. Like, oh, why they calling me talking about my car note not paid? Oh, she used to pay all the bills. So it's like
yes.
You don't listen until you've gone.
You take a step back, and then that's when they say, "Let me get on back to my wife."
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
That's the point of the separation.
Well, in that sense, and if you're just bickering about little stuff and be like, I just need to take a break because the bickering getting be too much.
Go stay at your girlfriend's house for a day or two.
No. This one. My mama said that Amy was lucky and blessed. Yeah. Yeah, that was a.
Yeah, she left.
Easy.
She didn't ask for half. He did though offer half of the retirement. He said, "We forgave each other for our shortcomings." Yes, that's beautiful. Yeah, we do get along, but we didn't talk about the marriage after. No, we didn't talk about the marriage after. We didn't talk about. Well, let me take that. Did we?
I know
it wasn't enough to.
It's cheaper to keep me because I'm gonna need. I've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and I need to maintain it.
It's cheaper to keep her, huh?
Cheaper to keep her. But I ain't going nowhere. I love my husband.
They sacrifice their happiness anyway. They just kind of tolerate us and do, So that's what.
Make self-care a priority. You should do that anyway. But make self-care a priority because, like I said, you lose yourself. You might get plenty of sleep for separation.
You'll be depressed anyway.
Right. Just go
to bed.
Just take some NyQuil. Be careful of being the rebound yourself.
Oh, right. While you're out there, somebody else can kind of come and grab you up because you all feeling low and emotional and let me just cuddle up under here.
And then the sad part is for those people if it was a toxic relationship, that first person that you come in contact with that smile at you when you ain't been smiled at, you don't think that they just they're the bee's knees.
Missing teeth.
Bee's knees.
Booger wolf.
You gonna think they the bee's knees, and then you gonna end up with them, and they not, and they just it was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Is that what they say? Trying to get you in a vulnerable spot. So you got to be careful. Solidify your financial situation. Oh yes, indeed.
Man, the money.
Make sure you got the
money because you both usually in a marriage you all have combined financial responsibilities or financial statements, bank accounts, and things like that. And so it would be ideal to separate those bank accounts and be completely separated if you are going to be separated. And if you do indeed decide to start dating someone, just take it slow and try to keep the relationship kind of quiet just between the two of you guys.
You're gonna be bringing them around family and stuff because that's just explaining.
You don't want to flaunt it around.
That's not cute. So
kids.
Eric, we're talking about dating while separating. And you've been married for, 50 gazillion years, so you ain't going nowhere.
Really? Who Eric is this?
This Eric, his wife, well, I used to work with him too. Okay. They worked at Best Buy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then they moved out of state.
Okay. Well,
lovely
Eric.
couple.
Welcome. Yes. Welcome. So yes, just be mindful. Just try to be cordial and make it snappy. Try to get the counseling, talk it out, figure it out, and wrap that thing up. Because the longer, that thing up too. No,
all the things.
I meant the situation in itself. Try not to, drag out the separation. Try to come up with a resolution as quickly as possible because, again, feelings and emotions do get tangled up when you incorporate someone else's ideals, expectations, and all of that into the mix when it's hard enough just to get you and your spouse figured out. So,
my mama said, "Don't mess with her coin."
Yeah, get that money figured out. Definitely have that financial situation figured out as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. Did you have another one on the list? I think that was all
it.
Of them.
It was all of them.
Yeah.
Was all of them.
Right. So
seek counseling.
Definitely. That is just it.
That should be the first thing anyway. Before you even do the separation, seek counseling. Make sure that is the step that you guys want to take because
it gets difficult.
It gets really difficult.
It's difficult. The longer you're apart, the harder it is to bring it back together. And the more people you bring into, that's just people's feelings and opinions, all of that. So the new girl can come along and leave her, and I can do better, and it sounds good because that's what you thinking that you need, and
it ain't what you need. Just stay.
It's cheaper to keep her. So yes, guys, we are going to wrap that whole topic on up. Thank you guys for chiming in and all of your feedback. We wanted to offer you a tip of the day. This is the season for coughing and sneezing, aching, stuffy head, fever, runny nose.
Sound like a commercial.
Hello. This is indeed that time.
So you can rest medicine.
Right. And not just put the kids to sleep so you can take care of yourselves. Make sure that you guys are staying hydrated. It is extremely cold outside, so you may not even know that you are thirsty, but your body is sweating while you have all of those layers on. So definitely be sure to keep yourself hydrated. Drink as much water as you can throughout the day. We also want to offer the tip. And if you are feeling ill, you have a cough. We all have Vicks Vapor Rub in the house, or we should have Vicks Vapor Rub in the house. I know you guys are accustomed to rubbing it on your chest. That is all fine and dandy. For a quick, immediate fix, it does clear up your nostrils. It will help you if you're stuffy. But for the cough suppressant, it takes a little while longer. So what you want to do is put Vicks Vapor Rub on your feet. Put it on your feet. You want to care for your feet. That is something that we do not think about. Excuse me. So put the Vicks Vapor Rub on your feet and go to bed with some socks on, and it will work itself throughout the night, clearing all of your mucous membranes. It stimulates your nerve endings. That's your medulla oblongata. So it does all of that. So yes, Vicks on the bottom of your feet will help with your coughing, aching, stuffy head.
I'm going to say my summer makusa. Is that what you said to clear up? I'm going to say my summer makusa.
No, your medulla oblongata is your...
That's the masters. That's the masters talking right there. That's that degree.
That is where your brain and your spine meets.
Yes,
that
really,
is
Mama.
Area,
put it on your feet.
Yes, put it on your feet. That is the area
Wash
where your
brain
brain
and
your spine meets. That is that little area that sends all of the nerve endings and all of the stuff to your body. And so the ingredients in Vicks stimulates all of those things. The eucalyptus, the menthol, all of that.
And the other thing. It starts with a C. Claritin.
That's a drop. Anywho, the ingredients.
Claramoxicans.
Not amoxicillin, no.
Claramoxicans.
Anywho, the ingredients in Vicks on your it does indeed help. So I see the hearts. Oh, thank you guys. You make us feel so special. So, we will see you all next week, Wednesday. That means you have the whole Wednesday to get out, the whole Wednesday, the whole weekend to get out there and love on somebody, stay bundled up.
So next Wednesday will probably be the last show for the year because the following Wednesday will be Christmas.
Is it?
Yeah, the following Wednesday.
Oh, so you're trying to say we're not gonna go on the 25th?
I mean, if you want to come over on Christmas, I don't want to work on Christmas. So yeah, and then the first, I don't mind working New Year's. So but that's up to you.
We'll discuss it.
But so most likely, the next Wednesday show may be the last show for the year. So y'all should. Oh, she might want to work Christmas.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. From the heel to your toes.
From the heel to
your toes.
Yes,
from the heel to
Ryan.
your toes.
Ryan, put Vicks on your feet if you're sick.
Yes. Your brother Ryan?
No, Ryan. He must have cleared out and came back in.
I gotcha.
Folks went out and came back in.
Oh, I gotcha. All right, guys. Well, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you again so much for watching. We will see you all next week. We will let you know how we are going to wrap up this season. And hope that you all are loved on and love on someone. Remember,
it costs nothing to be nice.
So get on out there and exchange some currency, guys. We'll see you next week.
You gotta sing. Oh, you gotta sing.
Fuchsia Intelligence.